A very warm welcome back to TED Talks and Bowen's Garage. Thank you for joining me. We are here for another week of motor trade madness. It's not madness really, it's just another week doing my job. But welcome back, and if you haven't joined us before, thank you for joining us. You're most welcome. Welcome to the channel. Please do click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and all that nice stuff. So it's Monday morning, it's 7 o'clock. We're just about to hit the road for another week. From following on from what was a pretty good week actually last week. I know a lot of people are quiet. I'm certainly hearing that through the grapevine and through fellow motor trade comrades, and if you're looking at lots of other channels, you'll know that some are doing okay and some are having a little bit of a rough time of it. So we had a decent week last week, and it's shaping up to be a decent week this week actually. We were pretty busy on the weekend on the phones and so on, so I have sold me personally, if you haven't been here before, you'll know that I don't do an awful lot of the selling these days, but I have actually sold a car on the weekend. Red Fiesta ST line, which I spoke about briefly last week because we had a grey ST line come in, which I'll get onto in a minute. An ST line Fiesta 18 plate, which wasn't the highest spec ST line in the world. In fact, it was a pretty standard spec. It didn't have sat nav and so on. But we had another one, which we've had for probably a month now. That's got an enormous spec on it: opening panoramic roof and heated steering wheel and reversing camera. Really high spec ST line. Anyway, I've sold that one over the weekend. That is going to go up to Cumbria. So that was through Auto Trader, in fairness to it. Customer messaged on Auto Trader, and we were back and forward for most of yesterday actually. Probably exchanged 15-18 messages, something like that, and worked out a delivery cost and all that sort of thing up to Cumbria, because obviously that's quite a long way away from us. So that's done. So the reservations come in on that, and he's going to have it in about 8 days time. Yes, he's going to have it on the 24th. So we'll get delivery organised for that one. There's no part exchange, so I will try and buy something from one of my trade contacts up and around Cumbria. There's a few guys I buy from up there actually. So if Martin's going to drop the Fiesta up, it would make sense to try and buy something either up there for him to come back with, or something along that route. So it gives me a week to try and buy something up in that neck of the woods. Anyway, so that was good. We've also had a finance application come through overnight, I've just noticed, on the other ST line, the grey one, which only arrived at the end of last week. I recognise the name. I think it might be a workshop customer of ours, potentially. So that's awaiting an underwrite, so that's gone off to the underwriters, so we just let that one play its course this morning. The Mini Cooper, which we had a test drive in on Thursday night.
And it is interesting listening to what...
That's TalkSport coming in. My apologies. Mini Cooper that we had come in overnight, that we had a test drive in at the end of last week. We haven't heard from the chap over the weekend, but he did say he wouldn't bother us over the weekend. But in the meantime, I've had another potential customer come through on that one, and they've sent me a video of their part exchange, which is an Astra, and the engine is making, well, he described it as a thumping noise, and I said, I don't really know what that means. Any chance of a video? And he has sent me a video, and it is a thumping noise. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. So we'll have a look at seeing if we can get something done on that. He said he'd give me a call this morning. Mini Cooper S Diesel, which I did speak about at the end of last week, that has gone onto TikTok and done nearly 70,000 views and had an absolute barrage of not particularly nice comments. And thank you for being so supportive in these comments. If you have been over to the TikTok channel and had a look at that video, the comments confuse the hell out of me, really. The old saying, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say it at all, but it doesn't apply to TikTok. My brother firmly warned me of that, and it's true. But anyway, we did have a test drive on that on Friday, and the guy was keen but had to do something with his car. Anyway, he's messaged to say that it's not for him on this occasion. We have got somebody else on that car, I believe. So Tony's going to contact them this morning. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, it was quite busy over the weekend, so hopefully we can kick on and start this week. So it was 6, was it 6? I think it was 6 last week, confirmed. Fiesta over the weekend, we'll count that into this week. And then hopefully we can do maybe another couple today and start the week sort of well again, and it just takes the pressure off. I've also got an appointment on the Suzuki Alto tomorrow as well. So yeah, it's been a good weekend actually, pretty busy. Hope you all had a great Father's Day anyway, for those fathers out there amongst us. Hope you all had a day of putting your feet up and yeah, getting to do what you want. Or as my wife says, every day is Father's Day in our house, and I'm here for that. But yes, I had a lovely day, had a curry, watched the Formula 1, tried to watch the golf, but it got delayed, so I went to bed. But yes, all good, thank you. So, not that you asked, but all good, thank you. So anyway, we'll see how today goes. I'll update you all later. A very good morning to you all. It is Tuesday morning and we're back in action. It was a busy day yesterday, so I will try and run you through as quickly as possible, because I have a feeling it might be another busy day today. So, Vauxhall Crossland has had the wet belt done. It's had pads and discs all round, so that's ready to go now, apart from an MOT, which Gary will do first thing this morning. Always better safe than sorry, get those wet belts done, and then the customer doesn't have to worry. We bought a few yesterday, we sold a few yesterday, we handed over a few yesterday, so this is one that we have bought in, a Dacia Sandero Stepway 2017. It's a Laureate model, so it's got satellite navigation, it's got parking sensors. It's only done 8,000 miles. Full service history. We actually bought this, we actually sold this car just over 12 months ago, about 16 months ago, to a gentleman in Northampton, and we've now bought the car back. So it's pretty well immaculate. It's had, the customer put some new wheel trims on the car, because they're trims rather than alloys, even though they look like alloys, they are actually trims. It has grey ones on there from new, but he's put a set of genuine silver ones on there, and I actually think it looks, I do actually prefer it. I think it looks better. And this is how the car came to us, all the way from Northampton. Very clean and tidy, so it barely needs a valet. We'll give it a quick wipe over, but nothing really. 8,981 miles. So that's a nice car. That'll be probably 8.5 grand. This is the Yaris that's going out this morning. That's getting delivered to Bristol. Polo's going out this morning as well, and there's a Fiat 500 coming in part exchange with that, which I may or may not do a video on. It's a cheap Fiat 500. iX20 is also going out this morning, and there's a Suzuki SX4 coming in part exchange against that, which I'm quite excited to see. There probably will be a video on that one. It's done 90,000 the part exchange, but I think we're going to have a crack at retailing it, hopefully. So that's what's going on in here. Outside, we've got Ford EcoSport. So this went live yesterday, but Lee was here doing some dents, and there was probably a dozen dents on this one. So Lee cracked through those. So that's ready to go back on the pitch. We'll just give it a quick wipe over. But that's a really nice car, 31,000 miles. Titanium spec, so loads and loads of kit, front and rear parking sensors, sat-nav, camera, all the good stuff. We also bought this yesterday. So this is a Mitsubishi ASX. It's a four-wheel drive. It's a really high spec. It's a ZC something. Diesel. It's only done 28,000 miles. We bought this car locally. We've actually looked after it for the last 5 or 6 years. And they've stopped driving now, so they asked if we'd like to buy it. It's got a massive specification. It's got a panoramic glass roof, it's got power folding mirrors, it's got heated electric leather seats, cruise control, satellite navigation, reversing camera. So that's got a massive spec. That's going to be 11 grand, I think. I'm not sure you'll find another one. Diesel, 4-wheel drive, less than 30,000 miles, really good service history. Only thing that needs doing is the wheels need refurbishing, which we are going to do, and we're going to get them diamond cut properly as well. So that'll go off today probably, or later this week actually. When the Renault Zoe is finished, we will swap those over. But that's a really, really nice car, a properly genuine example. Lee did a dent on that one, still waiting for Dave's on holiday, so he's going to come back and paint that next week. This also arrived, Skoda Citigo. This is a really high spec model. Is it an Elegance? I think it's an Elegance, maybe. It's done 30 odd thousand miles, petrol, 5-door, in this, I think it's spring green they call it. Alloy wheels, centre caps are knackered as always, so I've already got a set here. We keep them in stock these days. It's got sat nav, it's got heated seats. Crucially, it's only 20 quid to tax, and obviously a 1 litre petrol. Again, we're just trying to keep the stuff not a little bit older, but we are a little bit, if anything. But that's a really, really nice car, very clean and tidy. I think it's 2 owners, 10 services, something like that. This arrived in part exchange yesterday against the Skoda Fabia Monte Carlo. So I did film a video on this yesterday for our budget review section, so that will be live as you see in this actually, so I'll put the link in the description for that. It's done 102,000, but actually drives pretty well. Volvo V40 R design, this sold yesterday. I can't remember if I filmed this car last week, potentially. We haven't even cleaned it yet. It literally arrived with us on Friday. We put a couple of pictures on the internet, and we've taken a reservation on it yesterday, and it's going to be delivered to Wiltshire. It's done 75,000 miles, so a little bit more than we normally do, but sold almost instantly. Well, pretty well instantly. That was through Auto Trader. We've got to put some tyres on it. Front tyres are absolutely bold as a coot, so we're going to be putting 4 tyres on this one actually. But really nice car, really high specification, sub £7,000. And we also sold the Renault Captur yesterday as well. Really nice couple locally. I think they're from Gloucester. That was a really nice straightforward sale. They both drove it. I thought, yeah, that's great. Happy days. Now, we did just reduce that one in price, so I don't know whether that's had a bearing on it. This was when we've put a clutch and a gearbox in, so there's no margin left in that one at all. However, it's moved on, and it's a really, really clean car actually. Ever so clean. So that's a nice one to get away. So that was 2 yesterday. I was supposed to have a test drive on this Suzuki Alto later this afternoon, but she has cancelled on that. Now, if you remember on this one, I just thought I'd show you, there was a scuff on the front bumper, and it was on the report for the auction, and it was a grade 3, and there was a scuff across the, if you look at last week's video, there was a scuff across the front, and it was here and here. Anyway, we've given it a wet sand, flatted, polished it, and nothing left at all. So that was a bit of intuition. I just thought from the picture, I was like, I'm sure that'll come off, and sure enough it did. So that is an exceptionally clean car for the age and the mileage. This also arrived yesterday as well, Toyota Avensis Petrol. It's a business edition, quite a rare car actually in the saloon. It's a long old thing, isn't it? It's hanging over the edge. It's done 33,000 miles. I think it's 8 services on a 16 plate. It's going to be 10.5 grand. I know that's not the most exciting car in the world, but it's a bloody good car. And it will go on and on and on. 1.8 petrol, timing chain engine, plenty of specification, loads and loads of space, decent value for money. Not going to set your world on fire by any means, but will go on forever and a day. I'm still plugging away with this little thing. I'm hoping we can get it done. they're umming and ahhing a little bit. I'm hoping we'll get that done. I think my customer service is on point with that one, hopefully, so we'll see if anything develops with that. What else? Like I say, Lee was here yesterday and he had a look at the Mini, which I'm still getting plenty of abuse from. There was like a dent on this door, wasn't there, when it arrived, and it was a crease, I think, and Lee said he's pretty sure someone's already had a tilt at it. So that is going to go off to the body shop this morning. There's no other way to do it, so we're going to get the door done. They'll probably flick into well, I don't know if they'll flick into the rear quarter, but they'll probably flick into that front wing by the badge there. So that's a bit of a shame, but obviously for the money we're charging, we want that car to be as pretty well perfect as it can be, and other than that, it will be, basically. So so we'll get that across this morning, and when they take that over, they'll probably take that thing as well and swap it with the dark red Fiesta that I've sold over there, because that needs to come back for its prep. That one's still ongoing. I think it was going to underwriters and so on yesterday, so I'm not sure how that one is playing out. I think we're getting there. This is nearly 10 minutes now. So yeah, yesterday was busy. I think I've remembered it though, so I'm quite happy with that. I bought another one yesterday from Bristol, because Martin's dropping that red Yaris up to Bristol this morning, so I wanted to buy one in the auction there yesterday, so he's got something to come back with. So I paid an awful lot of money. Chop's Garage will be pleased with this, because he loves these little cars, and so do I. An older shape Hyundai i10. You'll see him waxing lyrical about those constantly, and yeah, so I bought one. It's a 63 plate. It's done 31,000 miles or 33,000 miles. Metallic grey, alloy wheels, air conditioning. Now, interestingly, all the service history, even though it's in Bristol, the car, all the service history is really local to me here. So that gave me the incentive to. It's been serviced right the way through its life at a local garage who are really good. So either it's gone to auction because they've said it's a pile of crap, you need to get it gone, or she's gone and bought another car, and that's just a coincidence as to where it has gone. So I bought that. That is going to be, I think it's going to be just short of £5,000 retail. It might even be £5,000. But where'd you get cars like that? So yeah, it's going to be that's not going to be a particularly cheap car, but I think it will definitely sell. Cheap road tax, so reliable. So that'll be arriving later this afternoon. I've also bought a Volkswagen Up yesterday, which is also going to be arriving. You can tell I'm going on holiday next week. I'm trying to get stuff. I mean, we have got spaces, but we're just on a really decent run. So I'm trying to get some cars in for next week when I'm off. Otherwise, the boys are going to have nothing to do, and if I'm having a holiday, they're not having a holiday. So I bought a Volkswagen Up on a 68 plate. It's done 31,000 miles. It's a high up, so it's got heated seats. It's got the phone holder. It's got aircon. It's in the teal blue. I think they call it teal blue. It's like a baby blue. It's a fantastic colour. Everyone we've had in that colour has gone like that. Really cool. Yeah, really cool colour. You don't see many of them. It's also got a black roof as well, which was an added option. Loads and loads and loads of Volkswagen service history. So that is actually getting delivered to me from the people I bought it off in Bromsgrove. They're delivering that up to us this afternoon as well. So yeah, busy. 13 minutes. Thanks for sticking by for the Tuesday morning update. I'm going to keep trying to buy some stock as well, because we have got spaces and things seem to be not buoyant but decent. So yeah, I will update you later on today or in the morning again, I guess. See you later. Hey, very good morning to you all. It is Wednesday morning. We are up bright and breezy. We are here. I think it's only about 7:30. We have cracked on this morning. Only a few days left till I'm away, so got to get on, got to make the most of it, got to make sure everything is as ship-shape as it can be before I disappear for 10 days or so. It's busy. It always seems to go like this when one of us is going away. It goes busy. Maybe we should go away more often, potentially. I don't know. Maybe we should just take it in turns and just be on permanent holidays, and then the other person will be flat out. So yeah, it's been a good week so far. I will try and keep this under 13 minutes that it was yesterday. I think I should be able to. So let's have a look. So Sandero Stepway is on the pitch. That's pictured, videoed, advertised. Such a clean car, that. Tremendously clean. Probably as good, if not even better, than when we sold it the first time. It's had a new set of wheel trims since, so that's on. That didn't take a lot at all. We have sold the Mini. I've been working away at this since Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, to be honest. Had a message from a chap, and we've been back and forth. There's a part exchange Vauxhall Astra automatic, and the customer described it having a thumping noise in the engine. Sent me a video, and it is thumping. Not really sure what's going on there. So we had to work out figures on that, and we've worked out we're doing delivery and all that sort of thing. So reservation secured on that one. That is going to be delivered next week. It's been a little bit of a slow burner, that car. It's only done 11,000 miles. We had the wheels painted black. It's just been a little bit hard work, as with all the sort of, and I openly admitted this to the customer, lower spec Minis. They are just, if you get a really high spec one in and they get loads of traction and loads of views, and you sell them quite quickly, these lower spec ones, just slightly hard work. So probably won't be going hell for leather for those in the future. This arrived yesterday. This was, if you remember, we were delivering a car to Bristol yesterday morning, so I bought this from Mannheim, Bristol on Monday, so that Martin wasn't coming back empty-handed, and the customer was paying for delivery down there, so this is essentially free delivery coming back. I paid the king's ransom for this car. It's a 63 plate i10, it's a 1.2, it's a nice spec, it's got alloys, air conditioning, it's in metallic grey, which is a nice colour on these. It's done 30-odd thousand miles. Importantly for us, even though it was at the auction in Bristol, which is an hour and so on away, it's been locally serviced all the way through its life. So it was first done at Wessex in Gloucester, and then after that it's been serviced at Whitchurch MOT Centre, which is literally just down the road from us, and we know the owners there quite well. So so I was quite happy to pay. I mean, I've paid an awful lot of money for this car. We will be pricing it accordingly. So when it goes on TikTok, I'm sure there'll be comments saying how much. But it's lovely, absolutely lovely. I can't see anything. This is how it arrived. There's no bodywork to do. There's no wheels to do. There's no touch-ins to do. It wants, obviously, it's a little bit swirly on the doors there where it's been washed and so on. So it wants some machine polish. But other than that, the interior is lovely. So yeah, happy with that one, and it's going to be sub £5,000. So. Ticks a lot of boxes, isn't it? Cheap tax. This also arrived yesterday. Shout out to the guys at Cars of Tadabigga in Bromsgrove. They supplied me with this one. It's gone over age for them, but it's absolutely lovely. It's got a black roof, it's got black mirror caps, it's in this fantastic pale blue. I can't remember the colour name off the top of my head, and that's annoying because I should know it, shouldn't I? Yes. If it comes up later in the week, I'll know the colour. 68 plate, done 31,000 miles. It's got heated seats. It's got tons of Volkswagen service history, and it is absolutely immaculate. I don't often say that, but it is very, very good. That's going to be just over £9,000. High spec Volkswagen up. Lovely colour combination. Really good service history. That's just absolute bread and butter for us, isn't it? We also sold another car yesterday, so I think we're on 5 confirmed retail in 2 days as we start Wednesday. We sold the Volvo V40 Cross Country. Now this was an absolutely lovely car. If you watched last week's video, I think it arrived at the start of last week, didn't it? It's a 2-litre diesel. It's the D3, so 150 brake. And it's got heated leather, it's got sat-nav cruise, camera, I think. Really, really nice car. and it's just had a clutch recently as well. So that was sold to a local customer who, returning once again, Mr. and Mrs. Watkins. This is the 4th car that they have bought from us now. They've had a Ford B-Max, they've had a Ford EcoSport. Their current car is a Hyundai i20, a really high-spec i20, which they had from us about 12 months ago. And they just wanted something. They're used to the B-Max, the EcoSport, and then the i20 was obviously a little bit smaller. They've decided it's not quite big enough, so they wanted something slightly bigger again. So they came in yesterday and we've done the deal on that one. So we're going to have a really nice i20 coming back into stock. It's a 69 plate. It had done 10,000 miles when we sold it. It's done 13,000 now. It's in exactly the same condition. So that's really nice that that's coming back in part exchange. We always have a really good crack with them when it comes to doing the deal. In fact, the wife said, this must be your worst nightmare, us turning up again. Because there's always a lot of to and fro when we get down to talking turkey when it comes to doing the deal. But anyway, all good fun, and we've sorted that one. So they're going to have it Friday afternoon. This is the Fiesta, which we bought back from Hereford. So if you haven't seen this before, we've sold this one. This is going up to Cumbria, so a really long way up the road. This was in our Hereford site. Massive specification. Panoramic roof, heated steering wheel, heated seats, camera, loads and loads of over 3 grand's worth of added options on that ST line. So that has sold. So they bought that one back for its prep. This arrived in part exchange yesterday with the snazzy looking racing stripes. 63 plate Fiat 500. It's a pop, but it's got the alloys. It's got the lounge alloys on it. It's done 80 something thousand. Martin, my transport man, is having that little baby. Perfect for him. Cheap road tax and so on. What else is going on? Callum's arriving for work with his awful music on. Suzuki SX4. This has arrived as well. I might do a separate video on this. I think I will if I get time, but we are so busy this week, I'm not sure I will. We are going to retail this car. I've spoken about it before. We took it in part exchange yesterday against the Hyundai iX20 that we had. It's done 90,000, so you might think, why on earth would you retail that, you silly boy? Well, it's a 4x4, it's a petrol, it drives absolutely perfectly. And when I say perfectly, it drives perfectly. It's got Michelin cross-climate tyres all round. Service history is like War and Peace. It's been properly well maintained every year. Really, really clean and tidy car. Yeah, drives absolutely great. You got that high driving position. You got a decent amount of boot space. Damage-wise, there's a couple of bits on the rear bumper, which we're just going to touch in. And then we're gonna chuck this car out to retail. It drives so well, it would be a real shame not to. And we used to do so well with these. Very similar to the sort of Ford Fusions in the way that, you know, how, and the Skoda Roomsters, which I've spoken about before and filmed before. We just used to sell hat loads of these. So it gives you good vibes as soon as it comes in because you've always had a good time with them. And I think for about 3.5 grand, that is going to make someone a really good little 4x4, or it has 4x4 capability, it's switchable. So yeah, we're going to have a tilt at that, for sure. Inside we've got the green Skoda Citigo that arrived a couple of days ago, and the Toyota Avensis, which is nearly ready for its photo shoot, or will be today, so we'll get cracking with that one. I bought 3 cars since yesterday as well. 2 absolute bread and butter bits. Unfortunately, there's a garage closing down up in Bolton, and they put a couple of bits on Trade to Trade on Facebook last night. Luckily, I was in the right place at the right time and saw them just as they popped up and managed to jump on them very quickly. So, one is a Hyundai i10 on a 66 plate, so that's the newer shape to the one that's over there. Cheap road tax, 30,000 miles, no, 19,000 miles, sorry. One owner from new, full service history. That's going to be 7,750. And also a yellow Toyota Aygo Excite, identical to the one we sold a couple of weeks ago to our returning customer. So it's in that yellow fizz, they call it, with the black wheels, black roof. That's also on a 66 plate, so again, cheap tax, which is what we're really trying to do. So both of those are 20 quid tax, I believe. Nice specification. That's done 43,000 miles. That's going to be 7 grand. So again, just real bread and butter stock. And that was lucky because they were both, if I'd missed those within 2 minutes, they would have been sold. So both of those are coming together. And I also bought quite an interesting Volkswagen Passat Estate. A rare car. It's a 2014 on a 14 plate. It's arriving tomorrow, so I'll show you anyway. 2014 on a 14 plate. 2-litre diesel estate. Executive, which is really, well, big specification. Again, big glass panoramic roof. Leather seats. It's an interesting colour combo. It's like I think it's tungsten silver, so it's not silver, it's not grey, it's not bronze, it's sort of in betweeny, and it's got a sand leather interior, so it's sort of a lightish colour on the outside, a light colour on the inside, really high spec, loads and loads of kit, loads of space obviously. It's a 14 plate, but it's only done 39,000 miles, so very, very low mileage, really good service history as well, very recent brakes on it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's going to be 11 grand, I think, out the door. It's rare. There's not really anything to compare it to. The only thing that bothers me slightly is it's got a manual gearbox, but the Auto Trader rating is very high, 90 out of 100, or near as damn it. So personally, I'd prefer it if it was a DSG. But I know lots of people still really like the manuals, and it's going to be a car that's got plenty of space in the back. It might end up being a workhorse, and therefore manual's probably the way to go. So, yeah, it's been busy. 5 sold, 3 bought yesterday. I need to buy some more. We've still got spaces everywhere. Reducing the stock value seems to be working. I don't want to count my chickens, but it does seem to be, going back to what we know, seems to be working. I feel more comfortable. Tony feels more comfortable, everyone feels a bit more comfortable. We know that we can sell this sort of sub 13 grand stuff fairly well. So, anyway, that's another 13 minutes. My God, I'm so sorry. This is going to be a long video this week. But, yes, we will catch up as and when. A very good evening to you. It is Thursday evening. Welcome back. Sorry for my delayed update this week. We've been really busy. It's hot as well. Got a shine on. So yeah, Thursday evening. I was going to do an update when I got here this morning, but I had a customer waiting, so didn't get a chance. I'll try and remember some bits. I am doing this very much on the fly, so forgive me. This might be a bit messy. Renault Zoe is back from having the wheels refurbished. So they are now as good as new. Look at those. Shout out to the guys at Reinventing the Wheel over in Tewkesbury. Always look after us, do a really good job. And fortunately, we haven't cleaned it yet. Obviously, it just arrived. I did that video for you that you may have not seen. I'll put the link in the description. And then we took it straight to get the wheels done. We've actually got an appointment on the car tomorrow at 3 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock? 1 o'clock. One of them. So they're going to valet that in the morning and get that prepped, and hopefully we can sell it straight away, which would be good news. This Ford Cougar arrived yesterday. It's driven down from Grimsby, so it's got quite a lot of fly splatter on it, but it's a very clean and tidy car. 1.5 diesel, Z-Tech, done 38,000 miles, so really nice low mileage, really good service history. It's been over-serviced, if anything, this one. It's a standard Z-Tech, but it does have satellite navigation, and it does have an aftermarket. You might just be able to see there, it's got a twin rear view mirror, so it's got a reversing camera and a dash cam on that reversing mirror as well. That's going to be a nice price range SUV. It's going to be 10,750, I think. Volvo's all prepped. That's had 4 tyres. What else has it had? I think it's had some rear pads and discs, possibly. All the usuals. We did have a little bit of a drama today because the Renault Zoe obviously had to be picked up from having its wheels refurbished, which is all well and good. And we had a Mitsubishi ASX to swap over that I showed you yesterday, I think. Diamond cut wheels with 20-odd thousand miles. Anyway, it broke down on the motorway, which is not ideal. A little bit surprising because we bought the car locally off a local workshop customer, so we've looked after the car for years. It had an injector in it last year. Injector number 4 failed. Anyway, broke down on the motorway. Injector number 1 today, which is, I mean, it's a double-edged sword because it's frustrating because it's happened, but it's much better that it's happened now while it's in our care and possession rather than happening when we sell it and the customer has it and then it happens then, because that's just obviously a much more much more painful experience for everybody. The customer's a bit cheesed off, and obviously we don't know where the car's necessarily going to go. So at least now we've had the car recovered back. It's not gone to have its wheels refurbished yet. We had to get it recovered back here, so we'll fix it. We're going to put 3 injectors in it. Obviously it had a new one last year and it's only done, I don't even think it's done 1,000 miles since, and that was on the customer's request last year. So before people start abusing me in the comments saying, oh, they should have had all 4 done, they were given the option of both and they chose to just have the 1 injector done last year because they do very limited mileage. They wanted to see how it plans out. As it turns out, they timed it fantastically well because they sold it to me and the injector failed 2 days later. So we're going to put the 3 remaining ones in. We're going to use the same brand, and at least then we'll have that peace of mind that they can't go wrong, and we can sleep easy when we do sell that one. So that's back here out the front, abandoned, which is just one of those things, isn't it? I say I'd rather it happen now. Pitch, we've been moving things around like crazy. This arrived this morning. Now this is tremendous, in my opinion. It's a Passat Executive. Look at the interior. Woo! Look at that. Beige sand leather. Huge specification. We've got a glass roof. We've got heated seats. We've got cruise control. We've got sat nav. We've got DAB. We've got Bluetooth. We've got front and rear parking sensors. We've got the full kit and caboodle on that one. And it's a Blue Motion. It's a 2-litre diesel. It's also just 35 quid to tax as well. And it's done 39,000 miles. Really good service history. Cam belt's been done this year. So that's a proper thing. Proper thing. That'll be 11 grand. I think that'll be snapped up actually. I think a colour combination, especially this time of year, is a really nice sort of bright colour combo. Pictured and videoed this one today. Again, lovely car, really nice colour combo on the little up. And this also got advertised today. I was going to do a separate video on this. I apologise, I just genuinely have not got the time. It's been so busy this week. Tony was off today as well, so it's been really busy. But this is a blast from the past for us. A Suzuki SX4. It's an SZ5, so it's good spec. It's a petrol 1.6 and it's 4-wheel drive. So that is a cool car. It's got Michelin cross climate tyres all round. It's got 10 services. It's been owned locally since 2019. It has done 90,000 miles, but it was just too good for us to trade. It's got the lovely pearl white paintwork, which always seems to get me. Really nice and clean and tidy. 3.5 grand. I think that'll be snapped up. I'll be surprised if it's not. We've got quite a few test drives lined up as well. So tomorrow we've got a test drive on the Renault Zoe. We've also got a test drive on this EcoSport, which we've had a reservation on. And we've also got a test drive potentially on the Civic. They did pop down and had a look at it earlier, but we have both sets of tray plates out. They've just had their 3rd child, and they're not sure if the central rear seat is going to be wide enough for a booster. So they're going to talk about it tonight. They've penciled in a test drive for tomorrow morning. They really like how it looks. They really like the spec. They're thrilled with the condition. So we'll see. There may or may not be a test drive on that. There's definitely one on that. There's also one on the Zoe. I have also sold the Audi A3 Saloon, which you may have seen if you've been watching the channel for a good few weeks. We've really struggled to shift that car, and I had an interesting conversation with a customer and also some other dealers. It's an A3 Saloon on a 21 plate. It's an S-Line, it's grey, it's got full Audi service history, it's lovely. Two things holding it back in my opinion. It's manual, its retail is over 18 grand, which is hard work for us, and it's got the 1 litre TSI petrol. Now that is not a bad engine, it's a good engine, but it's a 1 litre, and I think people get a little bit, even though it's 110 brake horsepower, so it goes well, but a 1 litre in a car like that, people just don't seem to like it. And we've also got a Skoda Kamiq with the same engine, which we're struggling to move, and we've also got a Skoda Scala with the same engine. And I was speaking to a potential customer on that car today. They're going to come and have a look at it on Monday. They're coming up from near Cardiff to have a look at the Scala on Monday, so we'll get it from the Hereford site. And she was saying, I noticed you've had it a little bit of a while. Is that because it's a 1 litre? And I said, yeah, I think it genuinely is. So, you know, I explained that it pulls well, and she understood and seemed quite all right. So anyway, she's coming to have a look at the Scala on Monday. I've sold the A3 trade to Audi in Birmingham. Thank you to Paul Jackson at Carter and Haynes for hooking me up with one of the buyers at Audi Birmingham. If you haven't, Paul's got a channel as well. He was on one of the Motor Trade Mentors podcasts a few episodes ago. He owns Carter and Haynes up near Wrexham. He has got a YouTube channel which has just started out, so do have a look at that. Carter and Haynes, have a look. I'll put their channel in the description because he's helped me out with this Audi, and he sold me that Passat as well. So jump on his channel and give it a whirl. So I've sold the Audi to Audi Birmingham. We have made a loss. Hold our hands up when, you know, we can't win on every car. We've made a loss, but it's money back, and quite a substantial amount of money. Obviously the car retails at 18,250, 18 and a half, probably on their pitch at Audi. So we've had quite a substantial, or we will have quite a substantial amount of money back, which means we can reinvest it in sort of slightly cheaper cars, like I say, up to 12, 13 grand if we can. So it might buy us 2 potentially, and it'd come up to 90 days, which we're not strict on, but it just happened that it had come up to 90 days, and I was sick of the sight of it. So that's gone. So that's good. Well, they haven't picked it up yet, but the deal's done on that. Scala is Monday. We've also got an appointment on a Polo Automatic on Monday. We've had a reservation on that this afternoon. A nice low mileage silver Polo Automatic on a 16 plate, so it's the older shape. Really nice car, 20 odd thousand miles. We took it in part exchange against the Golf GTD a few weeks back. And yeah, I think that's about it, possibly. So we're going to have to do a run to Hereford tomorrow. All 3 of the boys in the Valetin squad, Ty, Zach and Lee, are going to have to go to Hereford and pick up an Audi A3, a Skoda Scala and a Polo, because all the test drives are here in Ross. And because I'm going away, Tony wants to try and do everything here if he can, because this is where he's going to be based, and he doesn't want to be jumping backwards and forwards between the sites. So that's how we're going to work it. So yeah, it's gone really busy, and obviously I'm trying to finish up, and it's struggling always when you're going away. I bought a Corsa today, a 1.4. Oh, what's the spec? An Energy, possibly. That's a 2018 on a 68. It's only done 17,000 miles. It's got a nice spec. It's got heated seats, heated steering wheel, aircon. It's silver. It's a 5-door, but it's got black wheels and a black mirror cap. So it looks quite a smart little car, actually. Some decent service history. And that's going to retail at sort of 9 grand. So again, real bread and butter stock. And I also bought a nice, I hope it's nice, Audi Q3. We do so well with the Q3s, as you probably know if you've watched this channel. They come in and they go out like that. However, this one is quite interesting colour. There's no other way to describe it. It's poo brown, which was an expensive option, so my system tells me, but Yeah, so that's a 2000 and, oh, I think it's a 2016. It's done 74,000. It's a Quattro, it's auto, and it's a nice spec. It's only an SE, but it's had quite a bit of added options. It's got heated full black leather. It's got a pan roof. It's got cruise control, so it's a nice spec, and that's going to be retailing at like 9.5 grand. So again, bread and butter. So hopefully I'm buying the right stuff now. We will see. Inquiries are good. Inquiries are good. We're busy. So thumbs up for me. I'm going to get out of the sun. I'm starting to frazzle. It's been a long day, but I will update you tomorrow. It's Friday afternoon. I will do a full update at the end of the day, but the Zoe is on its way. So we had a customer wanting to come and look at this as soon as it was back from having its wheels done and valeted, so we have got it valeted very quickly today, and they're taking it with them. So officially in stock for a few days, but not ever properly advertised live. So maybe all you guys in the comments on the video that I did, especially on this vehicle, were absolutely correct. So I guess we'll try and get another one. Anyway, I'll update you on the rest a little bit later. Right, just wrapping up the week. Fair bit to run through, so I suppose we better have... This is the Polo that we've taken the reservation on. So this is a test drive on Monday morning, or Monday lunchtime. So we've had a reservation on that. We will see. I think there's a part exchange of another Polo actually, an older one with quite a lot more miles. So we'll see how we get on with that one, but that's always promising when you get a reservation fee. We've also got a test drive on the Skoda Scala on Monday as well. This is an interesting car. I don't know if I've shown this one on the channel so far. It's a really good looking car, 70 plate. It's done 20 odd thousand miles. It's like it's a big hatchback or a sort of small estate car really. Really nice specification. 1 litre in that one, which I think is probably why it's hung around a little bit, the TSI. I've had a good chat with the customer on that one, and we think it's going to be powerful enough, so we'll see how that one goes on Monday as well. Well, I won't personally, but Tony and Ty certainly will. We come outside, the ASX is fixed, injectors are done, and it runs perfectly now, so that's good. It needs to go off to have its wheels refurbished, but before that, while it was having its injectors done, Gary had a good look over it, and he's left his screwdriver on there. That's fine. Had a good look over it. It needs pads and discs all round, just because of lack of use really, and the rear washer's not working, so they'll have a look at that. They'll get all that sorted. Oh, it's going to have 3 tyres as well. It's had a nearly new Davanti on the front, on the other side, but it needs 3 more to match it up, so we will do that at the start of next week. And then, ow, sorry, I think I've just been stung by something on my neck. Anyway, so yeah, we'll get the tyres done, we'll get the brakes done, we'll get the washer sorted, then we'll take it off to have the wheels refurbished, rather than having them all nicely refurbed and then putting 4 tyres on it. So that's that. What else? Ford B-Max. We bought this one yesterday off a gentleman in Hereford who's unfortunately having to stop driving, and it's an automatic. It's a power shift, which is, for any of you that are in the trade retailing cars, you'll know can be a bit terrifying. It's a very good gearbox when it works. It just doesn't often work for very long. So it's only done 28,000 miles. It's got 10 services in the book. It was bought out of the Ford main dealer in Hereford. It's a really nice spec. It's petrol. You've got those sliding rear doors. So, you know, if it was manual or if it was a different automatic gearbox, then obviously we'd 100% be retailing it. It's really, really clean and tidy, but we have traded it out, and someone with bigger cojones than me has bought it, and his name is James Harding at Chops Garage. So he's come back from his holiday, and he's all systems go. So Chops has bought that one, and I'm sure he'll retail it, and I'm sure he'll make plenty of money, and it'll be a very nice car for somebody, just not for us. Those two are going out to Martin. Mini is sold, you know about that. That's all done. That's all done. EcoSport sold this afternoon. So this was the one we had the reservation on the other day. So that was nice and straightforward. Tony did that one this afternoon with no dramas at all. So that's good news. And that'll be their second car from us. They had a car from us a number of years ago. Quite some time ago, 7 or 8 years ago. Maybe even longer than that. And then sold that and bought another car, and they've had nothing but problems with it. They didn't buy that one from us. Now that's not just, it's just unlucky, isn't it? But anyway, they've decided to come back to us for this one, which is really good news. And it's a really nice car, ST line. It's got a cracking spec on it. Looks cool with the red and black, I think, and those dark wheels. They're always good news, the ST line. This is the Audi A3 Saloon that we've sold to Audi Birmingham. They sent an appraiser. So how they work is you agree a deal with the buyer, and then they send out somebody who appraises them, because they don't just buy cars from dealers. They buy cars from Motorway, they buy cars from Carwell, they buy cars from the public, they buy cars from everybody. They send an appraiser out in the first instance to make sure it's as described, and obviously chip the customer accordingly if it isn't, and then they arrange transport after that. So they came out this morning to have a look. Obviously we described the cars properly, so they didn't find anything to chip us on, which was really good. And interestingly, this car has been serviced at Audi Birmingham right the way through its life. We bought it from Solihull. It's come here, we've not sold it. Audi Birmingham have bought it back, so they know the car extremely well. All they'll do is swap the plates back onto theirs. We've made a loss on that one, but it's money back in the account that we can crack on and do other things with. Passat we still haven't got around to touching. i20, this came in as a part exchange this afternoon against our Volvo V40 Cross Country. Mr. and Mrs. Watkins, fantastic. I think this is the fourth car now that they've had off us, the V40, and they had this one from us literally 12 months ago. It had done 10,000 miles at the time, it's done 13,000 now. It's exactly as it was when we sold it the first time. It's lovely. It's a 1.2, it's a premium nav. So it's a really nice spec, front and rear parking sensors, power folding mirrors, sat nav of course. That's a nice car. And we bought that was bought privately here in Ross before that, so that's been a local car all its life. That's going to be 11.5 grand when the boys get round to it. Pitch, we've got a few awaiting prep cars here and there, but we're just trying to fill the pitch up. So Cougar's on there. Civic, we did have a test drive in it. It's on the short list, but they do think it's probably a little bit cramped in the back, and I tend to agree, to be honest. So not holding high hopes of that. They really like the car. I just don't think it's going to be practical to have 3 kids across the back seats. What else? i10, we've photographed and videoed that one this afternoon. Exceptionally clean little car for the age. Not cheap, but very nice. And we've bought a few, have we? One. Bought a Kia Venga today. A diesel one, a 1.6 diesel on a 14 plate. It says 3 model with sat nav as well. So it's a really high spec Venga actually. 14 plate, done 57,000 miles. 53,000, 50 something. 2 owners, 9 services, cheap road tax, PAM roof, sat nav, half leather, and it's going to be 5 grand on the pitch. That's a lot of car for the money, in my opinion. Really nice and spacious, nice high driving position, really economical running costs, nice and clean and tidy. That'll be arriving early next week. I advertised the Q3 this morning that's arriving from Bristol Mannheim. I hadn't done a spec check on it before I bought it. I just thought, that doesn't look like an SE, it looks like it's got quite a bit more on it. And fortunately I was right, it's got a 5-star spec rating on HPI, which is very rare. It's got £7,400 worth of added options. That's arriving next week. So it's a shame I'm going to be away actually. I was looking forward to seeing that. It's a massive, massive specification. So that's worked out. Hopefully if the car's nice and drives great, then we've got a sensible margin in that, because obviously they don't give you the spec when it's going through the auction. They give a little bit, but not what that spec is worth. So yeah, hopefully that's going to be a nice car. So obviously there's lots of cars for Tony and Ty to hand over next week in this row here. Yeah, overall a really good week, and we've had a couple of good weeks in a row, or we've had 3 good weeks in a row to be honest, which is good news, and it means I can go on holiday fairly, I mean I'm not a really chilled out person, but fairly chilled out. I was in at 10 to 6 this morning. I didn't think I'd want to be filming at that time. I probably looked really grumpy. But it was bloody hot last night, and I woke up at 10 to 5 and I was wide awake, and I knew I had so much to do today before finishing to go on holiday, so I was like, right, let's just get on, get up, get out. So yeah, 10 to 6 we were cracking on, but it means I've got loads and loads done. We've got all the pictures and videos of cars that are ready to be pictured and videoed, so I can go away knowing that it's all in safe hands. Everything that I could possibly have done is done, and that is good news. So I will try and do some updates next week. It might be a slightly different view of a swimming pool, or a beach, or a bar, or all of the above. So I'll try and keep you updated, because obviously I'm going to be touching base. The boys are going to be letting me know what's going on. I can't switch off from it anyway, as much as I try. I'll still be trying to keep my ear to the ground, and I'll probably be buying some cars as well. It's funny when you're on holiday and you're just chilling out, and if you're just on the sunbed or whatever, just scrolling away, it's surprising you're on Trade to Trade and the apps where it's first come first serve. I actually have a bit more of a chance because I'm not dealing with any customers, I'm not on the phone, I can just have a quick look. So yeah, that's another week. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do give us a thumbs up, subscribe and all that lovely stuff. It's a really long video this week, so my apologies. And congratulations and very well done if you're still here this far into the video. I applaud your temerity. No, is that the right word? Longevity. Patience. Anyway, that's me waffling. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Take care.